Yellow, welcome back to day 2 of Dry January with Shady Share a Toy. Please make sure you remember to subscribe, like, comment, share it so more people can join in on our journey with us. So I tried to do a TikTok trend um, of heatless curls, and obviously I did not quite do it right. I do also have a TikTok for Shady Share a Toy. It's Shady Share, so go ahead and check that out for a little more fun videos where you get a little more of my personality. But let's talk about what I ate and did yesterday. So I did not go on a run. It's been kind of gloomy here, and it was supposed to be like 60 degrees, but it ended up being only in the high 50s, and I just wasn't feeling it. I'm not someone who really likes to follow a set eating schedule or a set meal plan or a set workout. If I don't feel like doing it that day, I won't. But if I have so many different options, I can't say no to all of them. I got to be able to want to do something. So I still wanted to get outside. So what I did is I went for a bike ride. Now, when I go for a bike ride, I don't do it that often. So when I do, I always have to pump my wheels up. So I ended up going to a gas station to put air pressure into my tires, some air into my tires. And I have to do that almost every time. So it's a mile and a half away. And it's all uphill. So I'm riding on a bike that the tires are deflated uphill. So it wasn't a very long bike ride, but it was very challenging. I did go for a few more miles and then actually had to pump up the air tires again because I don't think I put enough in them. So I only did it for about an hour. I'll put my Strava information up here. That's what I used to track my runs and my outdoor activities. Yesterday, you guys heard in the previous video that I did have toast with peanut butter and apple and some carrots on the side. And take a picture of the carrots, and I got too excited and took a bite before I took a picture. I think that's the hardest part about doing like a what I eat in a day video. So that was that. Yeah, before I went on the bike ride, I knew I didn't really want to go for a run, so I took my dog for a walk because sometimes if it's really nice out, that'll be like, okay, Cheryl, you should really, go for a run. So a couple extra steps there. After breakfast, a few hours later, so my last supper before Dry January was Olive Garden. So I actually had some of the salad to take home. The dressing and the croutons actually have milk in them, so they're technically not vegan. So I just used this salad dressing instead. And that was really good. And I had a few pretzels in between lunch and dinner. And then for dinner, I actually made one of High Carb Hannah's Instant Pot recipes from her Instant Pot book, and it was cheddar and broccoli soup. I will say this isn't one of my favorite recipes. Some of her earlier recipes, she does a lot of things based on potatoes and carrots, so the cheese sauce wasn't great, but it was good. I mean, it was definitely comforting. I love having soup in the colder months. And I don't like the really, really running ones. I like kind of the thick ones. I will make more like dal and curry recipes in the Instant Pot from her books that are really good as well. So I'll do that soon. I did put on Instagram a little poll what you guys wanted me to have for dinner. So if you'd like to be a part of kind of what I eat, follow me on there and check the stories so you can participate in that as well. Shady Share Happy. And then for a snack, so I like to have something at night because I tend to eat at different times. And so I have been drinking caffeine-free tea. So I had this fireside chat tea. It's not very strong, but it is really good and it kind of gets those sugary flavorings. Sometimes I add just a tiny bit of sugar or coconut sugar to it, and it ends up being kind of like a cinnamon roll almost. It's really good. I recommend trying that out. For today's YouTuber that I'd like to mention that was a big influencer of mine, when I first started my plant-based goals in 2016, I started following him, and he's also very involved in the weightlifting community, so he can talk more about protein and how you can bulk up on a vegan diet. So his name is Simnet Nutrition. He is a nutritionalist, so for all your exact questions, you can go to him. His girlfriend Crystal is also very big on women's health, so they have some really informational videos, so I definitely recommend checking them out. He also does a lot of cool footage on biking on trails, so I thought that fit nice with my cycling adventures yesterday. So please make sure you check him and Crystal out. I will link their YouTubes down below. So, I mean, that's really it. Nothing too exciting. I thank you guys for going on this journey with me again. My dog is always kind of in the background tapping around. This is actually his seat that I'm using to record, but it has the best light. So I'm actually going to go eat breakfast now. I'm making a dinner for breakfast, so stay tuned tomorrow to see what that is. Like I said, I like to be flexible and kind of eat what I feel like eating, but still being healthy. Today is Sunday in the real world, so I am going to watch the Buffalo Bills game. I am going to very, 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 very much try to stick to my diet and not drink alcohol. I know I said if you go back to the original videos where I did my guidelines that I would allow myself up to 2 drinks during the first quarter. I really am going to try not doing that. I am going to go to a pub that I go to kind of regularly, so sometimes people buy me shots. I might let that happen for 2 drinks, but I probably will not purchase my own and just stick to water or a diet soda or maybe even some tea. That actually sounds really good, or some coffee. Now I'm not spending that much money on alcohol. Ooh, I can get like cappuccinos and lattes. That sounds really good. So I might do that. I will let you know how that goes tomorrow, and I will see you then. Thank you.